Alright guys, how we doing today? We got a new event out. It's the Legendary Guardian. Let me get to the home page real quick. That way I can go over all the fun little details. Alright, Legendary Guardian is the arrival of Auron, who is from Final Fantasy X. I'll just read his bio. A swordsman renowned as a legendary guardian who traveled with the High Summoner Barsaka, joining Titus and the others on their journey to defeat sin. He entrusted them with his wishes his past self could not fulfill. His calm and collected demeanor belies the passion he held in his younger days. His command abilities are Banishing Blade and Purgatory. Banishing Blade is a combination of Brave HP attack. It's a single hit Brave, and then a HP attack. It has a high chance of inflicting initial Brave down 1 on target for 3 turns. And the Purgatory is a 2-hit melee Brave attack. Low chance of inflicting melee resist down on target for 2 turns. I think that's actually a new debuff right there. Not new to the game, but new for a character to actually have. Yes, there's defense down, but there's not a melee resistance down debuff, if that makes sense. For completing Part 3 and Part 5, of course, like always, you get 2 pieces of his 5-star armor, and you can pick up the other 2, of course, in armor trade. If you get his armor to level 35, you do get the CP bonus of raising his max brave by 220 and attack by 72. The main boss for this is Iron Worm. Just like the other worm, with a slight few key differences in their abilities. He is weak to fire and thunder, so people like Edge, Lightning, Papalymo, Vivi, that's all. Vincent. That's all who I can think of right now. Vincent would actually be really good because both his moves is thunder and fire. So I actually see Vincent being a really good character to use in this one. He is resistant to ice and dark, so keep your Cecils away for this one. I know a lot of people like to use Cecil. He is good for always showing up combos and whatnot, but this is one where I think that Cecil should actually sit in the background for. Instead of having a normal gravity spin where he just targets one, it has evolved to group gravity spin. Group gravity spin changes Ironworm's current brave based on the party's total HP before unleashing a group HP attack. As the worm HP decreases, it will raise its defense and use powerful group attacks. Try using abilities that lowers resistance or ignores its defense. From this event, you can get Auron, Scion, and Vincent's artifacts. As always, the point system is the same. And of course, any gear for Auron, Scion, and Vincent will also be enhanced, and they will receive double XP while this event is going on. And if you log in during any time of this event, you get 3 cycle quest keys. Now for the event draw, I actually think Scion got a new weapon here. I'm not sure, I don't think so. I think that was released when he came into the game. But anyways, starting off, we have the Chaos Blade for Auron, with an impressive 759 attack. That's actually kind of high for just a basic attack at level 20. This one augments Purgatory. It increases the Brave damage, increases chance of melee resistance down for being inflicted, and grants speed up 2 to self for 4 turns. Overall, not too bad. Mirasami? Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Augments Scion's Concentrate Dragon and Bushido Dragon. The Concentrate Dragon increases Brave gain from 0.5 to 1.0, and increased effects of duration of Concentrate and Max Brave up from increase the effects and durations of Concentrate and Max Brave up 1 from 4 turns to 8 turns. For those who don't know, Concentrate raises his attack. Bushido Dragon increases Brave damage and increase HP recovery limit from 15 to 25% HP. So he's not bad if you need to heal yourself. With having group gravity span, if you don't have a healer, Eco or Aerith, trying to think of any other heroes. Wow. Healers. I don't think there is. Oh, that one Type 0 girl, I can't remember her name right now. She was one of the starting ones. I hardly ever use her. Anyways, the Shimmering Blade augments his Banishing Blade. It increases Brave damage and guarantees that initial Brave down 1 will be inflicted, and inflicts max Brave down 1 on target for 3 turns. So not only do you decrease its initial Brave, you also decrease its max Brave. So that's not bad either. The Ashura, you guys should already know, and Short Barrel, you should already know. What I'm actually surprised here is, even though Vincent is the 3rd character in this event, that they didn't go ahead and release his 35 CP weapon with this event as well. I know in another event, I can't remember exactly which one, all 3 characters had their 35 CP weapons and the ability to be drawn. So I'm kind of curious as why they didn't add Vincent's other weapon in here. For those who don't know, let me go to my Vincent real quick. Dark Shout, that's what it's called. This is his 35 CP weapon. My Vincent's kind of bad, so. Creel would actually also be good. She has Thunder 5. So that would actually be useful as well. Prish would be great. She has fire abilities. I don't think anybody else, or at least anybody that I'm seeing, yeah, no one has any thunder or fire abilities that I'm seeing right offhand. Getting as many characters and whatnot, it's hard to actually remember everybody's. I know there's only 2 moves per character, but when you don't use them a lot, it's hard to forget. Like, I take, for instance, Saz. I haven't used him since he first released, and that's what his other one. I knew he had aim, but I can't remember he had attack boost. Anyways, I've already done some of the event, just because I was running out of time, to get my, my daily quests in, before, the, daily reset. Moving on, though. Oh, for those who have not done this yet, come on. Why are you not loading? Alright, there it goes. I don't know why I was having trouble loading. That's the first time I've had problems in almost a week. For those who haven't done it yet, I'm still working on mine. There is only 8 days left at Trial Alexander to get it up to level 20. I know I said I would make another video about it. I apologize, I haven't done that. My schedule's been kind of hectic lately. To give you a just a helpful hint, if you're on levels 1 through 10 and you're trying to farm materials to break through there, actually I think it's like 1 through 12, you need sticky goo and monster tar. I think that's what the items are called. Go to Trials of Alexander Part 3. That is the best place to farm those. And each time you clear it, you might get some of the actual holy items, like holy matter, holy anima, and I forget what the other one's called. Once you break level 12 and you're just needing the holy items, go to Trials of Alexander Part 6 and farm that, and you'll be able to continue to do that all the way up until level 20. Now, some people's parties may be better than mine. I understand that. The party that I usually use for this is this one right here. As the boss is undead, he is weak to fire and holy. And Eco is a wonderful, wonderful use in this. In case you do get hit, she can heal you up. Plus, she's also really great on the offensive. Especially if you have her 35 CP weapon, the magic racket, which augments her smite to do more damage, and plus give more CP to her friends, or party, whatever. One smite, you're looking about 6k CP, broken or not broken. Break really doesn't have too much of a big difference in Eco's smite, on this boss at least, just because he's already weak to it, plus the critical, plus the additional brave that she gives out. You might see a couple extra 100, but comparing that to 6k, it really doesn't matter all that much. But she is a wonderful ally to have in this fight, especially if you do have her 35 CP weapon. And of course, once you get Alexander to level 15, EX will pop up, and of course it's the extreme version. You fight a level 40 Behemoth, level 50 Ice Turtle, level 60 Garuda, and level 70 Lich. All their moves are the same, with the exception of Lich, I think. Let me confirm that real quick. Yeah, I want to say his Group Dark is the only thing that really changes besides like base stats. And the lower ones, it's Group Dark, and then it goes to Group Darkra, and then just an EX is Group Dark Ga, with GA on the end. Basically, if you know anything about Final Fantasies, it's tier 3 Dark. But even with Eco having healing support, whatnot, I was able to clear the entire thing with this party right here. No problem. Papalymo has fire to where he exploits his weakness. My Titus just overpowers him. And of course Eco with the healing and offensive tactics that she can provide is a really nice all-around support for the group. That's the group I use. You may use a different group. There are more than one way to skin a cat, if you've ever heard that saying before. Anyways, we are going to go to the event that I wanted to talk about today. As you can see, I've done some of it. I'll go ahead and finish up to level 50. I might do a level 70 if I can find somebody who is actually up to par with doing it. As you know, these fights go pretty easy. I meant to turn auto battle off. That was my fault. I mean, I could probably do it going through here on auto battle. I'm not gonna lie, it's only level 30, and of course I'm geared out to beat level 90 enemies. I think that's actually a new enemy right there. Unless I don't remember ever seeing it. The Evil Eye? Is that his name? Yeah. I don't think I've ever remember seeing the Evil Eye before. I wonder if it'll paralyze me. Counter Gaze? Yeah. Cursed Lullaby. Oh, I remember that. He lowers my freaking max brave hardcore. I think it's 50% for 5 turns. Not like it's going to really matter. This guy is overall weak. The only sucky thing about using Papalymo in this fight is if you do not kill him within the first 5 Astral Fires, then he's really not much use after that, because he does have a resistance to ice, and that will slow Papalymo down detrimentally. I should be able to kill him right here. We're gonna find out. Haha. I actually like the look of this Iron Worm just a little bit better than the normal Sandworm. Except for the like his stomach area, the chainmail looking part. That part to me does look a little weird. I think it's just too much chainmail in one area. But his tail, I love his tail. You can only really see his tail when he's dying, so you just kind of have to look out for it. Alright, moving on. An enormous tower this is. Prejudice is in monsters and no top in sight. These monsters are here are trivial. Let's keep moving. You call those trivial? Man, legend is right. Sir Auron has a superior sword arm and the nerve to match it. Indeed, fighting alongside him is right fine workout. Can you lay it on a little thicker? It's only true. Great help having you with us, Sir Auron. Running into a place you like running into you in a place like this, miracles really do happen. Not that easily they don't. I'm here because you are. What do you mean? It almost sounds like you've been telling us the whole time. Oh, you're sharper than you look. Just so, I came to this tower and have been observing you for a while. What? I hadn't the slightest. Nor I. My training is clearly far from adequate. Why didn't you show your face sooner? You're fine watching Una struggle? It was to assess the situation. This isn't Spera. And after all, aren't you there to protect her? Well, yeah, but if I couldn't confirm your journey wasn't an error, I wouldn't have offered to help. Moreover, I was enjoying myself watching all of you and your companions put into growing stronger. Paternal devotion, you might say. I understand that feeling all too well, Sir Auron. I want to save the world with everyone. This isn't Spera, but my mind is made up. So please lend us your strength in this world too. The start of a new story, eh? You think as many times as they have their characters say eh, you think they're Canadians. Sorry, Square Enix, if you find that offensive if I just call Japanese people Canadians. Alright, let's turn auto battle off this time. Moving right along, this won't take long, but it is what it is. Alright, I had to kill that evil eye first. Go ahead and paralyze me. Can you see his tail? Yeah, you can barely see his tail when he wiggles it over this way. It's got kind of like an arrowhead knife thing on the end. It looks kind of cool. Not gonna lie, his tail looks cool. Oh, this may hurt. Yep, here it comes. Bam! If I remember right, he builds up enough Brave to do 1/3 HP damage to each character. So keep that in mind. Gravity Spin cannot kill you. You can be at 1 HP. If he's your last character standing, you have 1 HP left. He does Gravity Spin, it will actually do 0 damage. Just because, well, 1/3 of 1 is 0.3. And so they don't round it up. They always round down. So just keep that in mind if you're having a really hard time passing this, that Gravity Spin cannot kill you. How much HP am I allowed to take? 9,000? I should be fine. Yeah, I took less than 6,000. What I'm also surprised at so far is that usually all the other events have another mini boss in between certain sets. I haven't seen that in this one. The very first one was a red giant, but that was it, I think. Normally it's like they kind of alternate it. Oh, well, guess what? Here's a red giant. I spoke way too soon. What is your... I haven't actually looked at red giants. Oh, he's actually resistant to magic. Oh, well, now he's going to be resistant to everything. This is going to be fun. Oh, he's dead anyways. Let's go ahead and get Ifrit out of the way. He does have multiple all moves, so do be careful of which... Try to keep some brave at least, that way if he does use Earthquake you don't get broke. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and set my completed missions real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Alrighty. Let's see. I might take Vincent in there. I'm not going to take Scion. I don't have an actual weapon for him. He's currently borrowing the Crimson Edge that I had on my cloud. So I'm not even going to bother with him unless I get a weapon for him. Auron's too weak right now, so... Not played Prish in a while. Let's actually, I want to play Prish in this. See how well she'll do. She's got light and wind. And fire, light, and wind. Do. Two waves? I think that's actually first, guys. I don't think I've ever seen an event co-op that had two waves in it. Usually it's... I've seen like 2 bosses, 3 bosses, and 1 fight, but never 2 waves. Oh, wait. No. There was one more that did this. With Red Giant being in there, I would actually try to avoid using mages. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. You need 22,000 for the scores quest, and of course, don't take 1,500 or more. 15,000. I'm sorry, 15,000 or more damage for the other quests. I'm actually kind of surprised no one's joining yet. Oh, there's one. There's the other. Maybe. Water? Well, that sucked. Apparently some kind of connection issue. Doesn't surprise me though, but that's okay. I'm gonna wait to pop myself. That was actually really weak. Okay, maybe using my push is not the best idea. Mine's kind of weak because I haven't upgraded her weapon at all.